Alright. I don't think anyone's actually watching, but it is 3:30 in the morning and I'm playing a little bit of Dragon Warrior. So I guess pull this over here. Got my chat on screen. Alright. I guess there is the potential for someone to tune into this later. And if you're wondering what happened to the first 6 hours of Dragon Quest that was streamed, a few people did show up. And the topics got interesting. I did download the video before pulling it down. And I don't know, I might edit out the offending segments and think about putting that back up somewhere. Let me just double check. Make sure we got the whole 6-hour affair. And somehow I've been having issues with my video, but I've juggled some cables and I'm getting it a little bit clearer now. Like, there's some real bad RF interference because I live close to a radio antenna, like a broadcast thing, and you can hear like AM sports radio. So that sucks. But I'm going to try to keep an eye on the chat. I'm going to go back to Garenham where I was doing some grinding. But the video looks a lot clearer now. And I also was having issues with my Trinitron. The first one I got, me, the woman, and the child went on a huge journey. And we paid a few bucks. About $10 for this 27-inch Trinitron. And I was happy with it. This is a 27-inch, I believe. But the picture, I was never like quite sure what was up with it. So I tonight finally got out the old remote and started dinking around with settings, and I got it looking better. So like, you can't see that on the stream because, you know, what I'm talking about is on the TV. And but the color looks a lot better now. We were watching a laser disc. I made my woman watch The Adventures of Baron Munchausen, which she was not a fan. Great, another fucking torch. I don't need any torches. So I'm going to get a little bit of gold because these keys are expensive. But I think, like, you have nothing to compare this to because the last Dragon Warrior stream, as I mentioned, was pulled down. Son of a bitch. I'm glad no one's here in the chat room to see that stupendous fuck up. These keys are expensive, and I forgot about having to hit the fucking stair command. So I just had to pay for that shit again. Good God. And that's what I did the last time because I was tired. And that's where I ended the stream, was when I walked out of town accidentally, because when you leave town, it closes the doors. I guess I'll use... Oh, no, I'm not going to use the... see, now I can see the RF interference again. It's not as bad as it was. It's better, but... I don't know. I think when I get my other TV over here and I set up the permanent streaming shit, it'll look better. So I'll be able to reduce some of the like Y cables and splitters, and I'll have wire management. I think what got the RF interference down is I moved some wires. think that has made a difference. But no one's here, so guess I'm talking to myself. It looked really good for a second. At least I can't hear the fucking sports radio. That was unfortunate. But I figured I got a little bit of time tonight. Might as well Great, I think I'm lost. Somehow I managed to get lost. That's just fan-fucking-tastic. Should probably get up and get my map. I have a map of this dungeon. I've got the Nintendo Power guides and shit. So I could probably get myself out of here, but let's go ahead and see where I fucked up. There we go. This is where I need to be. Now see, as long as I stay in Garenham, I can just go to the inn and heal and rack up some gold. The second best armor in the game, which I do know where to go and get, and I think I need to use before I go get the best armor. See, now I'm getting some real bad RF interference. For a minute, it was all cleared up. So, like, I wonder what... There's, like, no rhyme or reason to this RF interference. And, like, in the last recording, the 6 hours of Misplaced Dragon Warrior Episode 1, you can hear the radio plain as day. Like, wouldn't that be unfortunate if I got a copyright strike? This asshole's gonna kill me, isn't he? See, I'm going for a no-death run. So this dickhead better not kill me. Son of a bitch. Man, I was so happy to have that RF interference out of here. Now it's back. That guy's starting to piss me off. I'm gonna go heal. Alright, dumbass. Let's try to remember. Use the stair command. Don't just walk up. Sorry, I had to write a note so I remember what to do the next time I play this game for reals. Fuck the skeleton, god damn. God, I hate these buttholes. So for $10 I bought another copy of this game on eBay, but this one had a box. So now I got a boxed copy. Well, I had all the other bits and bobbles to have a complete copy. Now I got a box. Now I got it like super complete. I don't know why, but I just want to like build out my Dragon Quest collection because I just fucking love it so much. I don't know. I think I might buy this shield here in town. Fuck that guy up. I think I'm also going to try to do this and work on some graphics. Fuck this booberry up. Alright, let's see. No, that's not what I want. That's not what I want either. Where did I put it? OBS shit. There it is. Alright, cool. None. So many links. Alright. This guy up. Still kind of amazed that these non-player characters just sort of wander around so randomly and they like get in the way all the time and no one thought this was a problem. absolutely bizarre. Like now, where this asshole's in the door. Like, come on, guy. What an asshole. Alright, hold on, I'm gonna do some two-handed shit here. Hopefully this makes the graphical presentation of my shit just a little bit smoother. I'm gonna make the background with the transparency so I can get a little more like shit crammed in to how I got it set up. I don't know how to explain it. I'm doing some shit, but I gotta do some little two-handed editing rich quick. Alright, so file, save as. Welcome to Dome. Transparency. Alright. I mean, it's not like anyone's watching this shit anyhow. Oh shit, someone is watching this now. Oops. Sorry, I was doing some shit. I was editing some graphics that I intend to use. I was trying a layout variation with my OBS software for some 16:9 shit. So I'm like making adjustments to my background templates and adding some transparencies. Kind of multitasking. Huh. Surprised anyone popped in here. I didn't throw out any links. I'm surprised whoever did pop in here hit the like button. So I was dicking around. Right now I'm saving up for a better shield. Should help me do some more grinding so I can save up some more money to buy the better armor. Guess we got someone watching. We'll throw off one of these torches. That makes it more exciting, right? And I wish I could do something about this RF interference. I had the picture looking better. I was screwing around with some cables earlier, and I got the RF interference to go away for a little bit, but then it came right back. So I don't know if a cable has shifted since I've been over here, or I don't know. I'm probably just gonna have to put up with this RF interference for the rest of my life. Oh, hell yeah. Haven't heard from you in quite a few years. Yeah, like recently I've got a bug up my ass to start doing some streaming. And the goal is to stream every Monday, but I'm doing some just level grinding right now. I find something kind of relaxing and meditative about it. Just stacking some gold. I'm gonna buy some stuff so I can go do some better grinding and buy some better stuff. But yeah, like right now, like I can see in my stream feed, like you can see the RF interference rippling across the screen. Like I was screwing around with the wires earlier and I had that reduced. Now last Monday when I was streaming, you could actually hear an AM sports radio station. Like crystal clear, you could hear it. So I hope there's none of that going on. I just hope as I get things ironed out and I get my permanent setup that it helps alleviate the problem. Because like right now I've got wires everywhere. And I live a mile away from this transmitter tower. So like there's a few issues. Like when I get the Y cables out to make it so I can play on a CRT and stream, we get this RF interference. But I hope you're doing well. It's been a while since I've seen you leave a comment on anything. I was actually just thinking about the Saturn League earlier today, funny enough. It's weird how when you think of something, there's always like a coincidence that pops up like soon after. I I was thinking about actually throwing open a browser tab and checking that place out. I like to do that at least once a year. Maybe I just get nostalgic around Christmas time. Oh man, I jacked that ghost up. Up the wrong thing, didn't I? Wanted to open up GIMP. Yeah, I know that was a magical time, man. I really enjoyed screwing around with the Netlink. I wish I still had a analog landline, because I know there's a few people out there. Every now and then someone asks, and I have to tell them, like, nah, man, no more analog landline. One of my back burner projects that I think about all the damn time is I'm gonna get a phone line simulator and set up. I got like a box full of Sega Saturns, but I got 2 Netlinks. I'd like to hook those up and screw around with them. It's like I got 2 TVs set up in the new game room. If you screw around with Instagram, I got if you got the Instagram, I got the Instagram channel, and I got a couple pictures of my game room in progress. JerryTerrifying is the account, naturally. Hell yeah, that's cool that you watch those. I wish I was better at editing video back then. I'll probably re-edit some of that stuff, because one of my favorite things in the world is the Netlink. I think that is just one of the coolest items out there, man. Shit. I hate these guys. Great, now I'm asleep. I'll get out of here. I'm trying to not die. My guy hasn't died yet, so I'm trying to keep it that way. But I hate those wizard dudes. And yeah, lately I've been into Dragon Warrior in a big way. I've decided I'm going to go for the complete NES collection and get it, you know, complete. So I've got like a super complete copy of Dragon Warrior 1. Just got the box this week. I'm very excited about this. And in a garage sale deal last year, I got someone's copy of Dragon Warrior with all the Nintendo Power stuff, along with 50 issues of Nintendo Power. But like, I got the strategy guide, the manual, the posters, the little piece of cardboard that tells you like all your levels. I forget if I said strategy guide, but yeah, like everything that came with the Nintendo Power copy, except the Nintendo Powers walkthrough that like you pulled out of the Nintendo Power. I was missing that, but that's more of a Nintendo Power collection thing. And then last week on eBay, I spent a couple bucks and got a boxed copy of Dragon Warrior 2 with one of the posters, and I think I'm just missing the manual on that, but I'm going to have to do a little bit of research. And then I got a jar sitting here on my desk that I'm going to start collecting change and shit and slowly but surely save up for Dragon Warrior 3 and 4. I'm looking forward to playing 4 the most. I got an EverDrive and I was playing a little bit of Dragon Warrior 4 and really enjoying that. Ooh, I'm about 75 bucks away from this new shield. Kill a couple of these butthole skeletons. Yeah, I've heard the Android and iOS ports of the Dragon Warriors are pretty good. Don't they have like 1 through 6 and then also 8 available on mobile? My bad, dude. I was checking earlier back and forth. Apparently I got 3 people watching on Twitch. That's interesting. For the other person watching on Twitch, I'm also broadcasting on YouTube, and I'm actually paying attention to the chat room there. Yeah, I seem to get more action on YouTube. Ah. Dope. Okay. So when you say hosting, like, are you also streaming my shit? Like, what are we talking about here? Okay. It's been a while since I clicked over to the other tab, because I didn't really post on like any links and tell anyone I'm doing this. Okay. Let's try this. Yeah, man, I saw, like, it said earlier you were streaming some Mutant League football, and then I clicked on that shit for a minute, and I didn't see no Mutant League football. Alright. Hell yeah. Earlier, like, I was screwing around with wires and I managed to get the RF interference to clear up somewhat. Mutant League Football is on the Genesis, is what I was expecting. I got Mutant League Hockey on the Genesis. But yeah, didn't they make a updated version of Mutant League Football? I was expecting to see the Genesis game. And then I saw some shit with some, like, Minecraft-y looking dudes, and I was like, And then I went up and watched a movie with the family and shit. Well, the original Mutant League Football was a classic. Like, can you still cheat and shit? Like, I know, like, I haven't actually fired up Mutant League Hockey. I just got it because Anthony, we were at Vax and Videos. He's like, oh man, this is the shit, you gotta get it. And I was like, okay. It's cheap. and like it's just been sitting around like waiting for the day that I finally get like, yeah, I'm gonna play this. As I do with all my games. Like, once you start hoarding that shit, there's just always like more and more stacking up until one day you get a bug up your ass. Yeah, I don't know if mine's complete. I know it's in a case. I don't know if I have the manual off the top of my head. Fucking move, guy. Alright, actually, before I do that, status, defense power is 26. Let's see how much of a boost I get. That was not much of a boost. Shit. Yeah, I'll try to check it out. I was out and about in the car when I saw that. Me and the woman went out and got some sandwiches. And I was like, oh shit, Mutant League Football. I'll check that out when I get to some real Wi-Fi's. And then by the time I got to Wi-Fi's, it was some other shit. And then we were going to sit down and watch a movie. I have the composite cables. There's actually, oh man, I've seen like, I don't know. Just, I got the composite adapter that goes into the Elgato. I don't have the HD60. I have the older one. You can buy a set of red, white, and yellow cables. Now the Nintendo, its composite out is just not very good. But I get all this RF interference because I'm a mile away from like a radio station and TV station transmitter. So that's why you hear the AM radio sometimes. But the convoluted setup I have, I've got a big 27-inch Sony Trinitron sitting to the right of my game systems. And then at my mom's house, I still have a 30-something inch Trinitron that's going to be what the Elgato's permanently hooked up to. So my secondary Trinitron that's already moved over here, I have it set up to record from a DVD recorder. And so I've just got like one too many set of like Y cables and splitters and shit. So I think when I eliminate a set of splitters, it'll help. Because when I don't have this plugged in to the PC, when I don't have it plugged into the Elgato, the shit's crystal clear on the TV and you don't hear any sports radio. I got a video that I recorded on my phone, and like, if I touch a couple of these composite cables together, that shit comes in crystal clear. So it might just be a matter of needing to buy some shielded RF cables. But, you know, composite cables are so fucking ancient technology now that, like, what quality of shielded cable am I going to get from China? You know, is it actually going to be shielded? Yeah, like, I specifically mentioned that the Nintendo doesn't, like, it only puts out composite, so there's no way I can do S-video without performing surgery on it. And to perform surgery on it, you either have to buy, like, some custom-made shit, or got, I forget what it's called. It's like the NES. There's like an NES arcade machine where like you fed quarters and it put time in it, and that put out S-Video. So I can't even upgrade to S-Video. Like, even if I had a real slick frame meister, it would just be upscaling the same 480. No, it's not even 480. I forget the resolution of the fucking Nintendo. But it looks like dick no matter what you do to it. And then for like all the Sega stuff, like the Master System and all the Genesis and 32X, you have to perform surgery on to get S-Video. But you can do it, and it's not that hard. And like one day I intend to upgrade. And then one of the big problems with the like Super Nintendo, N64, and GameCube is an S-Video cable for those bastards are like $40. And like, I'm just cheap. You know, I could throw $40 at it, but I'm just cheap. Yeah, see, like, I can see why people would use emulators, but I also, like, I got this cool-ass collection, you know? Like, if I got the shit sitting on my shelf, I want to play the version I got sitting on my shelf. This copy of Dragon Warrior, before I started working on it, I put in a new battery and a battery holder, you know? I like doing that shit. So if I could just do something about this RF interference, and it may just be a matter of getting on eBay and buying a couple shielded cables and seeing what that does for me. Yeah, and see, I get it, you know? It's like, I got a Nintendo, and I got a Nintendo game. I want to play that shit. Like, I'm playing this on an old school CRT. So earlier when I, like, had wiggled the cables just right, I wasn't getting any RF interference at all for about 20 minutes, and then I don't know what happened. Probably, you know, cable settled, or, you know, the fucking wind started blowing. It's like, who knows? Hey, thanks for dropping by, Dragon Hunter. It's nice seeing that you're still out there in the ether. Feel free to leave some comments on some videos. I always like hearing from you. You don't pop up often enough, my dude. Has Balzac been harassing you about every detail of your life yet? That guy cracks me up. How much does that cost? And is it like annual? And like, what's he get for having spent money on it? Because I'm pretty impressed with the free option. Yeah, Balzac's been listening to my podcast for like 10 years, and he's like super autistic. Because he'll be like, on the March 17th episode, you said X, Y, and Z. It's like, I did? That was stupid. Yeah, I have a hard time paying for shit like that. Like, I've never done it and probably won't. Ever. Oh, wow, $8 a month? Whew. I'm no math magician, but I know 8 times 12 is more than I want to pay a year. Oh, but why? Like, why would one want to do this? Does he have 2 accounts with subs? Okay, what does that mean? What is limited about the chat, and how do I go about this? Okay. Stream options. Let's see if we can fix this fuckery. My internet's being a bag of dicks, I think. Let's move you to the big boy monitor so I can see what the fuck I'm doing. Live streaming. Okay. I don't think it was turned on, but I believe that that was happening to you. Turn that shit off. No, I don't want to automatically block spam. I'm okay with people shit posting. Timestamps and feedback participants. What am I looking for in the options? All I see is the option to enable slow mode. And that was turned off. Automatically block bad words in chat by adding them to the blacklist. Available from the community settings page. I don't want that shit. Yeah. Okay. I believe YouTube was being shitty 100%. Should be pretty close to leveling up here soon. Is there something specific that happens when one blocks Olive Garden, or do you just not like salt? I was thinking about, like, what's some weird shit I could blacklist. Does it give me a specific option to blacklist things I don't like? Comments closely matching these words will be held for review. Live chats matching these words will be blocked. I would rather people say something interesting incontroversial. Like, I don't give a shit. What are you gonna do? I think once... hell, I'm probably ready to conquer this dungeon anyway, but I'd like to be level 10 before I go and get this magic fucking loot. I think it's a loot I'm looking for. Oh, hell, we got another viewer again. I wonder who it could be. Alright, oh we got... Yeah, I don't know. I might try to save up a few pennies and eventually get a webcam. People have asked about it, so I assume someone wants to see my stupid, ugly face while I level grind in the same 4 tiles for like 7 hours like a goddamn madman. But hey, if that's what some lonely autiste likes, then who the fuck am I to judge? Yeah, is it the one that Amazon suggests when you throw in HD webcam? Because the one I was looking at was $50 and made by Logitech, and that's what I was planning on. Maybe I'll start e-begging, asking people to send shit in. I got a big box of games I'm gonna sell. There's 2 games I could sell and I could buy that thing. What kind of bells and whistles? And what's the price difference? For like green screen shit, I always wondered how those like the people that use chroma key, so they just got like their stupid self in the video instead of like their room. That's not worth $40 to me. But I do have a green screen upstairs in the garage that I need to wash and fuck around with. The last time, yeah, I've already got a green screen. I made a trade with the girl I used to work with. She's a photographer. I gave her one of my shitty, like, Game Boy Colors that I got for $1 at a garage sale. Traded that for the green screens. The last time I was fucking with chroma key, I was using just green poster board. But I think being able to throw this up and down, I just haven't screwed with it. And like, how hard is that to set up in OBS, the chroma key shit? I guess I could just throw that question into YouTube and have some 10-year-old kid from India explain it to me. Yeah, I really don't see... Like, I think it looks like it's cool when you see people doing that shit, but I've got a little box to appear in, so I might as well just appear in the box. Shit. Yeah, I've done some chroma key shit for Mondo Cool TV, and it looked okay. I want to experiment. Now that I got this room that has all these bright-ass lights, and I do have studio lights, I've done some, like, passable green screen shit, but I think it would be easier with this current setup and with the extra lights that I got just built into the ceiling. It's just, you know, one day I'm going to get a wild hair up my ass and I'm going to throw up the green screen and screw around with it. God damn it, Mom, I told you I'd come up and get the tendies in a half an hour. Ain't nothing wrong with having some tendies. I cannot believe I've not leveled up yet. Ridiculous. Well, that definitely seems to be what makes people popular on YouTube. Like, these assholes like Pete Dorr that, like, I know a lot of it was lightning in a bottle, right time, right place. But, like, that guy's so fucking boring to listen to. But people watch his shit because he's got a big wall of games, you know? The same thing with, like, Happy Console Gamer. I hate listening to that twat talk. But, and he's got a lot of cool games right behind him. Fuck out of the way, dude. Ugh. I hate how these NPCs wander around and get in your way, like, just fucking constantly. There we go. Oh shit, I got a new spell. So my defense went up 4, that's nice. My attack went up 5. Ballin'. Let's see what we got. Stop spell. That'll be nice. I hate these butthole wizards in here. I'm gonna try to fight one of these butthole wizards and throw a stop spell at him. Well, maybe not. I think I'm gonna call it a night. I'm tired of shit. I just wanted to do a little bit of level grinding. Get a little bit of Dragon Quest in this evening. Alright. Fuck this skeleton up. It's shit. It's like 4:45 here. But I've been looking forward to dicking around with a little more Dragon Quest all week. Had to work like the whole fucking week being a wage cuck. Ugh. What the fuck you gonna do? Let's see you use your magic now, faggot. Oh, and then he just used the spell anyway. Oh, it's been... Okay, that's dope. So he just wasted a turn. But I probably could have one-hit killed him anyway. Shit. $868. So let's see. 20, 32. All right. All right. Stream's over. Going to bed. You don't got to go home, but you can't stay here. Thanks for stopping by, my dude.